Hello viewers, my name is Portia Chisvo, your favorite dietitian, and today I'm going to be taking you through a program called Clean Food Crash Program. So per program, we're going to be discussing my nutritional problems, my dietary patterns, and how they affect our health. Right. So first of all, we have to acknowledge the fact that the food that we eat on a daily basis, it has an impact on our health. Rather, the dietary choices that we make on a daily basis have an impact, a direct impact on our health. So the purpose of this program is to help us make informed choices and kuti tikwanise kuva equipped so that we make the best choices for our health. Because the Bible says, my people suffer from lack of knowledge. Saka, today we are bringing the knowledge to you. Saka, mangwana msazoti ndanga ndisingazivi. So, today specifically we're going to be focusing on food labels. And my nutritional tables edu. These are the nutritional tables that are stuck on my food products edu. It's usually in small font, right? My food producers edu, they do it intentionally to make the font small because they know you're not going to read it. But trust me, it is in your best interest to read it. I know most of us, we just take food from the shops, from the shelves, straight to the kitchen. You do not even know what is written there. You do not know the amount of sugar that is in your drink. You do not know the amount of fat that is in your salad cream. That is hazardous to your health. And also another thing, my food products edu aninga sina ma nutritional tables, aninga sina this information. Those are also health hazards because if you do not know the amount of calories that you're going to be putting in your body, then, Jonathan, I know, be serious. So today I'm going to break down how to interpret my food labels, and we're going to be specifically focusing on my beverages, my drinks, especially my local drinks. So, it's in table form, and since it's a table, we've got the horizontal line, we've got the vertical line. So for the horizontal line, and we have a column in Ingekanyokonzi per 100 grams, and then the next column is written per 200 grams, right? And then the vertical lines, and we have energy as our first column. We have carbohydrates as the second, proteins, fats. It goes on and on and on. So these nutrients, they depend on the food product, on the particular food product. Kuti how many nutrients and vitamins, minerals, etc. are in the particular food product. It determines the length of the what? Of the table. And then there are also a few companies who see enough detail. So they just point out the important. But nonetheless, we need to interpret your information in Iripo so that we know what we're getting ourselves into. So, for the first column, it's per 100 grams. This means kuti whatever nutrient that we're going to be looking at, amount iripo yoyo, it's per 100 grams. Saka kana ku vertical, ku horizontal line kwedu kwakanyogonzi protein, then it's kana yakanzi 6 grams, then it means it's 6 grams per what? Per 100 grams. So let's start with the sugar. So for our drinks, my beverages, the main, rather the focal nutrient that we focus on is sugar, because most beverages, they use a lot of sugar. It's in excess. So it's per some products ningekanyogonzi total carbohydrates, other products ningekanyogonzi total glycemic carbohydrate. It's one and the same thing. and then pazasi yobva yazonyogonzi of which total sugars, right? So other food products vanoita breakdown iyoyo, other products vanogonyera kuti total carbohydrate, it's still one and the same thing. So we take that amount yedu iyoyo inenge yakanyogwa. So for our first example, we're going to use a particular drink X, right? I'm just going to call it drink X. So we go to our carbohydrates, and it's the total carbohydrates. You see the amount that is written there, and so our drink X, it has 13 grams of sugar per 100 mils. And so if we want to find out the total amount of sugar in that particular drink X, assuming that our drink X is 1 liter, and multiply 13 by 10, that gives us what? 130. So that means in our drink X, we've got 130 grams of what? Of sugar. So if you want to find out, if you want to simplify it, break it down a bit, find out how many teaspoons of sugar in drink X, you divide by 5. Because for 1 tablespoon of sugar, so if you want to find out how much that is in teaspoons, because teaspoons are easier to understand, right? 130 will be divided by what? By 5. And because 1 teaspoon of sugar is equivalent to 5 grams. And so we divide our 130 by what? By 5. That gives us 26. So that means in our drink X, we've got 26 teaspoons of what? Of sugar. And now bottom somewhere drink X. I did not say that. I'm just saying kanama kumwa drink X muzive kuti there are what? 26 teaspoons of sugar in drink X. So my values they differ from product to product, and we can find a drink in 10 grams of sugar per 100 mils, mama 5 grams, mama 3 grams, and these values, they vary according to product and according to flavor. You can actually find my drinks of the same brand but different flavors have got different amounts of sugar. Saka iwewe as an informed purchaser, and unotsvaga what drink yako ine the least amount of sugar, because we all know the hazards of having too much sugar in our food. And unowaziva innocent, I know unowaziva iwawa uri kufunga ndiwo. So we need to be careful of these things, and we cannot just be ignorant when we're purchasing our food. You need to know the amount of a certain nutrient that is in your what? That is in your food. So there's a myth that I have come across. Yakuti, the sweeter the juice, the more sugar it has. That is absolutely not true, because we can have drinks that are sweeter than others but any less sugar. So what you need to do is read your food labels. Do not assume the amount of sugar based on the taste of a product. Read my food labels. Know exactly how much sugar is in a particular drink, and then you make your choice. Do you want to have this drink or not? And then Lucas, what 1 liter yese ye drink over waipedza uri 1. It's not healthy. We need to maintain anonzima portion controls. And if you're going to take your drink X in 26 teaspoons of sugar in 1 liter, then you cannot take the whole 26 teaspoons urweg. You cannot have the whole 1 liter bottle urweg, rather. You need to maintain anonzima portion controls. Omo mbijana nasukomo 200 mils, mangwano omwachi 200 mils, mangwano 200 mils. Because according to the Food and Drug Association, a person, and an adult who is over the age of 12, is only limited to 30 grams of sugar per day. 30 grams. That is around 6 teaspoons. Saka iwewe, if you're going to blow your sugar intake in just one product, wamwa drink X yako, and you've already blown your sugar intake for the whole day. Makuseni wamwa tea, apa maskati, wambochka keke, maneruka, sochkama bis. Already you have eaten 3 weeks of sugar in one day. And this is where we start having these problems, vana diabetes, vana hypertension, all these dietary diseases that are directly related to food. So we need to maintain not portion control. Kana uchidya, idya in moderation. Do everything in what? In moderation. And then there's also another myth that I've come across. Yakuti my fruit juices, they have less sugar than my fizzy drinks. That is not true. That is not true at all. We have fizzy drinks that I will not mention that actually have 3 grams of sugar per 100 mils, and that can amount to about, if you do your math right, that can amount to about 6 teaspoons of sugar per what? Per 500 mils. I'm not saying that is good, but it's better than my values, my 10 grams, my whatnot. And then we also have my fruit juices. Most of them, my 10 grams per 100 mils going forward. So if we're going to be talking in the context of sugar, then no, my fruit juices are not healthier than fizzy drinks. If anything, and my fizzy drinks edu our atoripo my low sugar options, which I will not mention, but we all know them, my low sugar fizzy drinks edu. However, vanoti my fizzy drinks are not healthy. They will be talking in context of carbon. So these fizzy carbonated drinks, they contain a lot of liquefied carbon dioxide, which when it enters the stomach, warm up to the body temperature, and then it becomes a gas, carbon dioxide gas. And then that's when you start having your bloating, your nausea, my discomforts, so that you feel when you have my carbonated drinks. And also they cause acid reflux, because this gas ikaita build up, and it's now opening my valves between the stomach and the esophagus. So now we have acid yakuitachi pouring into the stomach. That is why we say my carbonated drinks are not good. But if we're talking in the context of sugar, then no, it is not true. If we want to talk in the sugar context, I think it's better kuti we read these food labels, and we calculate exactly how much sugar is in that product, whether it's a fizzy drink, whether it's a fruit juice, whatever it is, because sugar is metabolized the same way in the body. Be it sugar from a fizzy drink, be it sugar from a cake, be it sugar from a fruit juice, sugar is metabolized the same way. So let us not put my diabetic patients in danger. Chivaudza kuti my fruit juice are healthy. No, they are not good, because sugar yawo yakadi yakawanda. So the only 100% fruit juice that you can have is the one yaonoshigadzirira wega with your fruits and your blenders at home. Other than that, but my fruit juices edu and why we prefer them over my fizzy drinks is because they have all these minerals and vitamins that are not in fizzy drinks. My fizzy drinks, most of them, they're just empty calories. But when we have our fruit juices, it's now vitamins. We're now talking vitamins. We're now talking minerals. We're now vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin this and that. That is why we prefer our fruit juices over our fizzy drinks. But nonetheless, and since we have been equipped with how to read these food labels, I think it is better for us instead of just assuming this drink is healthy or this drink has less sugar, we read these food labels. You read for yourself, you interpret it for yourself. So now that we've been equipped with how to read these food labels, how to interpret these nutrition tables, I think it's best for us ukuthi tisateerera mamyth hanzi naningi chakati chinodai, hanzi naningi chakati chinodai. We read for ourselves these food labels, and you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. So that kana charity, so that kana wakuudzwa nanesi kuti charity une diabetes usati takaiwanepi, unongochiziva kuti wakaiwanepi. And this is why we are having this program, so that we are equipped with how to read our food labels, how to know the effects of these things on our diet. So this is it for this week. I'll see you again next week, and we'll be discussing another interesting program. Stay tuned.